Tidying. Deep in the forest lived a bad girl called Pete, who tidied and cleaned and kept everything neat. He tidied the flowers by checking each page and snipping off any that didn't quite match. He tidied the fox by grooming his fur. He untangled each knot and each twine and each bird. He tidied the birds from the big to the small by brushing their beaks and their bathing their all. He picked up straight sticks. He sweeping and reversed. He polished the rocks, and he scoured and he scalped. So when the leaf formed, well, Pig tidied up, but still he wasn't happy. Now the trees looked bare and squelchy, and so to make it all look neat, Pete undertook a magic feat. He dug up every single tree, but then it rained. There was a flood, and afterward a lot of mud. Pete called in the digger, he called in the mister, he called in the concrete, the wreckers, the fixer. No mud, no leaf, no mess, no trees. Perfectly tight and perfectly neat. This forest is practically perfect, said Pete. I'm hungry, he thought. I deserve a treat, so he hummed around for something to eat. But the beetles and the worms that are usually found was under the concrete, deep in the ground, and so Pete decided to go home instead. If he couldn't have dinner, he'd go straight to bed. But when he arrived and took off his key, there was a door where the door used to be. Late at night, Pete toasted and he turned. That spirit was empty. It rumbled and treat. As he left in his mixer well away, he started to think, I have made a mistake. So, the very next morning, when the got light, he set about trying to put everything right. Then he almost came from the strong to the weak, and there left him a pot or cloth or beak. There put everything back as it always had been. Ben, but maybe less ordered than not quite as clean. And Pete? Well, he promised to tidy up the list, but it hit successfully in is anyone guessed.